Hey everyone, it's Scott from Zen Games and welcome to our brand new YouTube channel for 2016. We're going to do a bunch of great things for you guys this year. We've got unboxings, we've got tutorials, we've got let's plays, we've got reviews. There's going to be a lot going on, so make sure you subscribe to our channel down below so you don't miss any of the great videos. So today we're doing a thing we're going to call Funko Fanatics. So basically if you're a pop vinyl fan or vinyl idols or Hikaris or Dorbs, we're going to do a bunch of videos just dedicated to Funko products because they're so big in the collectible world. So today we've got a great video for you about the brand new Friends line that just dropped a couple of days ago. They run from 261 to 266 and they're part of the Pop Television range. So let's go with it. So this is our lineup of Friends characters and they run from 261 to 266 and they're part of the Pop Television range. So there's now 266 Pops and counting in the Pop Television range. So if you are a set collector, good luck, massive set, lots of cool Pops in that set though. So let's start with, first of all, Rachel. So Rachel is probably my least favourite Pop out of this set just because they've put her in her Central Perk outfit and she did work at Central Perk for Season 1, Season 2 and some of Season 3, but then she moved on to Bloomingdale's and then she was 5 and a bit seasons, maybe even 6 and a bit seasons, she worked at Ralph Lauren. So I would have preferred to seen her in like a business outfit, and maybe this was like a variant, but that's okay. The Pop itself though is quite nice. I mean, there's a lot of detail through the hair. They've gone to all the trouble of putting the highlights in it. At the back she's got a little bow where she's tied up her apron. Her apron's got little symbols on it. She's got her zippers and pockets. Even her boots have little zippers on them. So as a Pop, it's a very good quality Pop and a lot of detail. It's just probably not the one that I would have liked to have seen for her. Next, obviously we can't have Rachel without Ross. You know, they defined rom-com romances for many years to come. And I like what they've done with Ross, because Ross as a character was very plain, and that was like his charm, I guess, in that he was like the average Joe, the stable guy, you know. He was a paleontologist from Season 1 to Season 10. He always had a stable job. He didn't ever do much crazy apart from, you know, his mental breakdowns. And there wasn't a lot they could do with him. I mean, they've gone with black shirt, brown pants, which is quite plain, but what they've done is they've popped Marcel down the bottom here. And even though he only had Marcel for a couple of seasons, I think it's quite cool because it is quite synonymous with Ross. And for the fans, they put a little inside joke in. Marcel is there, obviously attached to Ross's leg, and the reason Ross had to get rid of Marcel is because his sexual drive was getting too much, and he was going at everything, including Ross's leg, quite often. So I think that's quite a nice little Easter egg there for fans, and quite a nice little inside joke, which is really cool to see on a Pop. Pop itself as well, good detail through the hair and stuff like that, but I mean, Ross is quite plain, and apart from Marcel, there's not much to look at with that Pop. Next, we have Monica Geller, or later as she'll be known, Monica Bing. I quite like this Pop. I like what they've done with her eyes. I really love the chef's hat. It's really, really cool. It feels really nice. And then they've got the hair coming out of the back, which has tons of detail in it as well. I really like the little buttons on the front of her suit there, and the fact that they've gone to the trouble of giving her earrings, which, you know, you don't see with Rachel because her hair is covering her whole head. So that's really, really cool. And I don't think I've seen many Pops with ears or earrings, which is really, really cool on a female Pop. I really like the little base they've put on these as well. They used to have these big chunky bodies for the female Pops, but they've given them a more petite figure now and put the little base on, which is quite cool. And if you don't like the base, you can take it off, so that's a nice little bonus as well. And obviously Monica's partner in crime, Chandler Bing, and his little pal Chick. So Joey has Duck, Chandler has Chick. That was the duck and the chicken that they used to own when they lived together in their apartment. I do quite like Chandler's outfit. He was often wearing a sweater vest and some just khaki pants. I think they've really nailed his look here with the swept back hair, and they've made it nice and flat at the back here. The detail is quite good as well, just looking at it. It's all ripples through the vest, which is quite nice that it's not just painted on, it's actually a texture. and the laces on his shoes are all textured as well. I mean, they've even gone to the trouble of making his pants look baggy by putting some ripples in there as well. So this is another really, really good detail pop. Next we have Joey Tribbiani. How you doing? I think Joey's probably my favourite character. I've been watching the whole series on Stan. It's been a great laugh. And I really love Joey as a character, not just because he's, you know, funny and always flirting and stuff like that, but he's just, his like clueless but caring demeanour is just so funny. And I really love what they've done with him here in putting him with Duck, because he always had this great attachment to his animals, and you know, he was always, I think, the most caring out of all of the friends. He was the first one to help anybody in trouble, and even though he never had a clue what was going on, he was always there to help. And in season 10, towards the end, he got Duck Jr. and Chick Jr., so I really like that these two have Duck and Chick. Again, the detail is really, really nice on it. I love his hair, and the texture is just cool. But I'm just a massive Joey fan, so that's probably my favourite pop. Does have an issue if you're an out-of-box collector though, where he doesn't stand up fantastically, so you might need to put a bit of blue tack on his shoe to keep him up. And lastly, the infamous Phoebe with her guitar, which I love. I would love to have this set up and just put like a little little speaker behind her, just have it play Smelly Cat whenever somebody walked past. I think that would be really, really cool. I really think they've nailed her look. A lot of the other guys, they're in their very straight cut looks, and they've got her in just like the baggy skirt with the pants underneath, the big brown boots, and then like the khaki shirt. I mean, they've even put necklaces up around here. She's got like tons of rings on her fingers. Actually, there's rings on her guitar finger as well. I mean, the detail in the guitar is amazing. Like, all the strings are there. The little plugs that you turn, I'm not a musician, but the little plugs that you turn are tight and the strings are there. Like, there's a lot of detail on this pop, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, this is the Friends lineup, and I really, really like it. I'm glad that Funko got the license for Friends. I think it's such a great TV show and just such a big part of pop culture overall. It really shaped sitcoms for a long time to come, and still, in a way, is influencing sitcoms even today. I really hope they do more with this line. Some other characters I'd like to see. I'd like to see Gunther, you know, his endless love for Rachel. I'd also like to see Janice, as annoying as her voice is. I think that would make a great pop as well. And maybe the Geller parents. I mean, all of those characters were around for 10 seasons, and they were a big part of the show and quite cool. I think there's some really good variants they could be doing as well for those Friends fans out there. You know, the one about the Halloween party. Great episode. I'd love to see Ross in like a Sputnik costume, and Chandler in his bunny costume, and Phoebe in her Supergirl, and Monica in her Catwoman. I think they would be great variants. I think the one variant that has to be done is the one with Ross, where I think it's the first time Ross and Rachel have broken up, and Ross wants all these things back, and Rachel has his shirt that says "Frankie says relax," and you know, Ross is being spiteful and stubborn and just chucks it on, and he's just like in this really tight, muscly shirt that says Frankie says relax, and it just looks absolutely ridiculous. And I would really, really, really love to see that as a pop. A couple of other ones I think would be really cool is when Chandler and Monica are having a fight, and she's trying to cheer him up, and she puts a big chicken on her head, and she's got the glasses, and she does the little dance, and she's got the little red hat on. I think that would be an amazing pop, and it would be so cool to add to this collection. And I think as well, one other one that I would really, really love to see, the one with, there's an episode where Joey and Chandler are fighting over the couch to see who, like, they want to sit on the same couch. I can't even remember why they were fighting. Anyway, Joey goes to get changed in the apartment and comes back wearing like all of Chandler's clothes. And it's just so funny, and he starts doing like lunges like this, and it's the most hilarious thing. And I think I would love to see that as a pop. But I think this range as a whole just has so much potential for more pops. And being that I'm a massive Friends fan, I hope they do more with this and it just doesn't end here. So that's the Friends pop vinyl range. It's a great range. Hopefully they'll do more with it. Do you want them to do more with it? Who is your favourite pop? Let us know down in the comments section below. If you want to grab these pops, you can visit our store in Brisbane at Kenmore Village. We'll have our website up very soon, hopefully. Otherwise, you can inbox us through our Facebook page, or you can send an email the links are in the description below. We'll also have a special deal in the description below that will run for a couple of weeks if you want to buy the full set. So have a look at that and take advantage of that if you want to. And we'll see you next time.